Witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie. Co ja tam? Szczęść Boże. Dobra, zaczynamy zaraz Bożego streama. Zagrajmy w Greedfall. No ta seria, no wiecie. No dobra, kontynuujemy. Skończyliśmy w lochach, nie? W San Mateus. Tak było. Teraz puszczę sobie żaluzję. Czemu nie? Chociaż... A spuszczę sobie dzisiaj żaluzję. I było. Jest good. Zapalę sobie drugie światło. Oj, tak będzie przyjemnie. Dobra. Co myśmy tu robili? Zdaję sprawę, że to mnie zostaje cno. No i to zrobiliśmy. Aha, to nie to. Szczerze, nie wiem, co mam teraz robić. Bo wrócić. To lecimy. Lecimy. Wychodzi... Nie tu. Wychodzimy. Aha, już wiem, musimy obczaić tej herezji. I takie tam. No więc wiecie, takie typowe zabawy. Inkwizycja i te sprawy, nie? Śledztwo, potem palenie na stosie. Nie no. Serio to nie. Po prostu mamy ogarnąć te ich zwyczaje tej gildii nautów, czyli tych ludzi morza. Ci co nie wiem. Ogólnie dużo tych tatuaży na sobie. Głównie żyją na lądzie i takie tam od dziecka są oddawani, idą do tego na statek. Więc sprawdzamy. A, ten z Fernando trzeba pogadać, dobra.
Good day, Desade. How can I help you?
I met the representative of the Ordo Luminis, and he spoke of his fears concerning the Nauts.
That hardly surprises me. That man is full of pride and arrogance, and sees evil wherever he gazes.
That bishop is not made of milk and kindness, but his questions are intriguing. He suspects you to be somehow responsible for the Malachor because you never fall prey to it.
Responsible for the Malachor? And how?
Through your magic. Some sort of ritual. Do you use a magic very similar to that of the natives?
I have nothing more to say about it. Those are merely the fantasies of a lunatic. More questions?
Thanks. I've got The commander will probably not tell us anything more about the North's secrets, but the documents at the Harbour Master's office may teach us something new. if we can stay discreet.
To co, przebieramy się za nauta. Naokoło. Tędy. Tu nie ma naut. Dobra. Chyba nie ten magazyn wybraliśmy. Nie, w ogóle czy oni są wrogo nastawieni, czy nie? To jest najgorsze. Nie wiem, czy się ukrywać, czy nie. Czy jednak to, że mam ubiór na auto w coś daje.
This note speaks of a secret hangar. We should investigate, even though it's sure to be well guarded. That way we'll know exactly what the Naughts are hiding from us.
I can assure you we're not hiding anything reprehensible. But if you absolutely want to check it out for yourself...
Dobrze, załatwię sobie ten strój na auto. Bez niego byłoby trudno. A jednak nikt nie jest wrogo nastawiony. Dobrze, mam serdeczne przyjaźnie, czy tam dobre stosunki z nautami nawet. Dobra, lecimy tam. Mogę się pochwalić w ogóle, że dzisiaj napisałem nauczyć tylko angielskiego, bo nie robiłem żadnych zadań. Nie ogarniałem tego systemu, tego portalu. Okazało się, że to wszystko było obowiązkowe, więc chcę powiedzieć, no dobra, zrobię sobie potem, do jutra to jest. I okazało się, że ta lekcja, masz 23:45, mam 15 minut, to, czy tam 40, 20 minut, aha. Nie, to była 23:37 lub 39, bo miałem 20 minut, więc 1 lub 3. Aha, no to robię, nie? Na fasę zrobiłem większość dobrze, więc nie powinno się już czepiać, przynajmniej teraz będę mógł. O, już wszystkie przedmioty będą ogarnięte praktycznie przeze mnie, więc XD fajnie będzie. Ale sam napisał, jako jedyny nic nie robisz, Filip. Ciekawe dlaczego. Bo nie ogarniałem tego systemu, dziwny po to. Okazało się, że jak grzebałem w złych miejscach, żeby znaleźć te zadania, więc śmiesznie. Ale wszystko dobrze się skończyło. Więc taka historyjka życiowa. A rzeczywiście nie myślę, że jesteś nautami.
I've already seen this type of engine in my uncle's court. It's used to spy upon the stars.
These objects are called sextants. Looking at the heavens through them, we can determine and track precisely the course of our ships.
Nothing magic nor impure therein. They're nothing but measuring instruments.
Admirał Cabral. Co my tu jeszcze mamy? Tu coś jest.
These machines are extremely complex. I've never seen anything like
A, to
this.
są to...
This one looks like it has a shouting dolphin etched into its side.
Może Wasko
I
powiedz, co to
wouldn't
jest.
begin to know how this one works. It's a new model, invented recently. It's designed to measure the depths of the oceans. It's extremely useful.
Aha, to niezły przyrząd.
And that? It looks like a thermometer. And this other machine, does it really predict the weather?
The second instrument is a barometer, and it does indeed predict where the weather is going to be. Nothing magic in it either, I can tell you that.
These
Ciekawe.
instruments are incredible, and I would be hard-pressed to use them. But I certainly see nothing magic in here. Nor anything diabolical. For as long as they work and are really used, these instruments seem to be the product of science. And I've definitely found nothing related to the Malachor, nor a secret sect or cult. This Domitius has let his imagination and the taste of Naught's secrets get the best of him.
I don't think you realize the importance of what you have just seen. These instruments allow us to dominate the oceans and discover new worlds. Keeping this secret has enabled us to remain the only ones capable of navigating the high seas.
Everyone just thinks you use a magic of your own.
We were the ones that spread that rumor. It harms our reputation, but protects us from competition.
And this story about the Malachor?
I have no way to explain why we don't catch it, but we're not responsible for it. I truly hope you'll reveal nothing of what you've discovered in this place.
Aha, jakiś dowód przeciwko Ordo Luminus, czyli do Inkwizycji, no dobra. Szukamy.
Now our priority is to discover what this great purification is.
To co? Lecimy do ziomków. Do Ordo Luminus, ich bazy. Raczej biurka. Biureczka. No biura. O, tam coś. Tu coś jest. Halo, halo. Coś, co wymaga otworzenia chyba. Dobrze, mam to otwieranie zamków jeden. Przydaje się. Ładne te statki, te galeony czy coś w tym stylu. Takie fluty też to wygląda jak fluty, ale takie handlowo transportowe. Nie no, fajne to jest, wszystko ładnie wygląda. Nie żałuję tego kupna. W sensie tego zakupu. Wiedziałem, że to będzie dobry zakup. Inni też mnie zachęcali. Potwierdzili moją hipotezę, raczej mój entuzjazm po tym, jak im powiedziałem, o co chodzi w tej grze, więc cieszę się, że to kupiłem i się zdecydowałem. Dziękuję wszystkim, którzy mnie wspierali w tym pomyśle, między innymi pan MPG Lewi, Usarz Boży. Ludzie wspierali, dobrze. Pan Nikol też potwierdzi, że ta gra jest Boża. Ostatecznie. Pora się ubrać na Inkwizycję. Co z nimi walczy? Czekajcie, może jeżeli na dole sprawdzimy, to coś znajdziemy ciekawego, a nie będziemy się klepać. Szukamy dalej. Poskradamy się i będzie lepiej. Jest jej spalona bestia. Trzeba coś znaleźć. Nic nie ma. Znowu tu nic nie ma, czyli trzeba iść na górę. Chyba, niestety. Że są tu jeszcze jakieś drzwi, ale wątpię.
Maybe enlighten protect me in this battle. Let's see if you can ward off this. May the fire engulf our enemies. Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Gdzie jest to, czego szukamy? Musi być gdzieś tam. Jest.
We must meet with the Mother Cardinal urgently. Only she can put an end to this madness.
Bardzo lubię rzeczywiście strzelone. Petrus tak mówił. Petrus ma rację. Nie odwalają zbyt dużo. Więcej niż reszta inkwizycji. Bierzemy się już normalnie. Bierzemy się na szkirę z serem. Miejmy nadzieję, że się dogadamy.
Yes? I would like to have an audience with the Mother Cardinal to discuss the discoveries made during our investigation.
What is this about, Domitius?
Well, I don't rightly know.
You see, Eminence, Bishop Domitius has brought to my ears his order's accusations concerning the Nauts. According to him, they practice a religion close to those of the natives and use a nature-drawn magic. They would also be implicated, therefore, in the appearance of the Malachor.
That is an extremely serious accusation.
Effectively, considering the accusation is founded on no proof other than the Nauts' tradition of secrecy. But these suspicions have pushed the Order to extreme actions, risking the fragile peace of the island. I caught wind of a ridiculous scheme planned for the port by the Ordo Luminis, and I wanted to clear it up. I was able to get my hand on documents that effectively detailed an attack. A great purification. They were signed by you, Father, and included a contract where you enlisted the assistance of the Coin Guard to attack every Naut building and make prisoner of every one of their men that could be taken alive.
Domitius, how could you? Whatever did you want to accomplish?
The Nauts are not believers. We should not be dependent on heretics.
Have you gone completely mad, Domitius? We are on an island. How could we not be dependent on the Nauts? I want them arrested. Him and every member of his order. I will decide at a later time their fate. I thank you for bringing this business to my attention. Going after the Nauts. What madness. Without you, this city would now be drowning in chaos. Carry my best wishes to your cousin. His desire to maintain the peace on the island honors his house's reputation.
I will tell him, Your Eminence. Until we meet again.
No i good. Teraz do admirała. Może wreszcie się dowiem prawdy o tej całym mieście. I o tym, jak Nauta wyewakuowali część osadników z starego miasta kongregacji, które zostało zniszczone wieki temu, czy tam. Pierwsza, czyli my pierwsi dotarliśmy na wyspę jednak. Razem z Nautami. Czyli tak, tutaj. Teleport. Admirał Kabar. Dobra robota. Co muszę powiedzieć? Sobie odłożę. Bardzo jestem ciekawy, czego się dowiemy. Wasko powinien towarzyszyć, bo to w końcu rozmowa z Nautami oraz nie wiem, czy wziąć Kurta czy Petrusa. Petrus wydaje się być uczony, ale Kurt jest seren jednak. Nie wiem. Dobra, trudno, wezmę Petrusa na razie. Albo Kurta jednak. Bo Petrusa misję wykonaliśmy tam. W sensie no mieście. No dobra, jesteśmy tutaj, więc trzeba gadać od razu.
Desarde, what can I do?
I've settled the problem in San Mateus. Several of your men were imprisoned by the Ordo Luminous. The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. I had them arrested. They should no longer be a threat to you. The Order thought you to be heretics because of your tradition of secrecy.
The secrets. They often cut both. We discovered this island nearly 2 centuries ago. A few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants. Then, our closest allies. We transported some lords, men and merchandise. They began to colonize the island. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature and began to exploit the lands with a deadly passion. Their actions provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the very workers and craftsmen they had brought with them. The magic of the natives of Tir Fredee was awoken. Beasts came out of the woods and destroyed the new cities. Only a handful of lords and armed men were able to make it back to our ships. The losses were enormous. The humiliation, devastating. Your princes paid us well to keep their secret. They continued to make the occasional expedition. You are, in fact, a product of one of them.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a native. You were born on one of our ships.
The child of an islander? But I know who my mother is, and...
I understand how difficult this is to hear. And I wouldn't know why your family has kept this from you all this time. In the end, we decided to sell the secret location of the island to other nations. The congregation, in spite of its fears, could not keep away. And here you are again. I am sorry for the shock I have caused you. You asked me for the truth.
O kurde.
And now you have it. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral. I can't believe it. That for all this time, I've been fed lies. Did Constantine know? I must go and see him.
My child, I understand that this revelation is upsetting. I wish I had the right words to comfort you. In any case, you do not have to be ashamed of your ancestry. This island is at the very core of all our fates.
Idę po kurtę. Kurtę musi być przy tej rozmowie. Albo nie, oni wszyscy automatycznie chyba będą. Idziemy tam. Jestem ciekawy, co powie Konstantin, że jeszcze żyje, bo przecież był podtruwany według mnie, ale... I według... Desarde. Według nas, że tak powiem. Musimy się dowiedzieć wszystkiego. To teraz.
Cousin, you couldn't pick a better time. I've been taken with jitters like a cat on a midday roof.
What are you waiting for with such anticipation?
I took your advice, you see? I've summoned one of these crows! He has been examining me for nearly an hour. I just barely escaped a purge. But I was given the mandatory bleeding. I so hate their little knives.
And so then, our venerable doctor, what is the verdict? The blood is black. Constantine, is this your blood? Constantine, answer me.
Malachion.
Constantine, stay with me, Constantine. There is a chance that he is in error. It might be something else.
I'm going to die.
No, Constantine.
I will die, like your mother, and the others on the continent.
Malachion.
I'm dying.
Czarny krew.
I don't want to die. I don't. Not so soon. It's so... Cousin, I don't...
Constantine, I'm here. Pull yourself together. Out. Everyone out. It's an order.
Thank you, cousin.
There now. Are you better?
I don't know. You won't leave me, will you?
I'm going to find a cure, I promise you.
Didn't you promise the same thing to your mother? You know I'll be dead before you find one.
Don't say that. I will succeed. I've already some promising trails to explore.
I don't know, cousin. The tidings are so awfully dire. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. I doubt the reason for your visit was to console me in my tragedy. Tell me, what brings you here?
It can wait. It's nothing that can't be dealt with later.
But please, please, whatever it is, it will take my mind elsewhere.
I was able to get the whole story out of the Admiral in exchange for a service. As our investigation was leading us to imagine, the congregation did once attempt to colonize the island. The Nauts discovered it some 2 centuries ago, and brought our people here a few decades later. But the enterprise to colonize the island failed completely. There were a great many bloody battles. Few colonists survived. The princes preferred to hide their defeat, and paid the Nauts to keep the secret.
That they hid the fiasco from the world, I get. But that my father said nothing about it to me.
That's not the most shocking part of the story, believe me.
What do you mean?
The congregation continued to make expeditions to the island with the help of the Nauts. According to the Admiral, my mother came from the island and was brought back. I was born on one of their ships.
What? But... that means you are not...
your dear cousin? No. All the lies we've been fed since our tender childhood. The fable told that I'm the spitting image of my dead father lost during an expedition. God, I don't know what to think, Constantine. Why did they do that to me?
I don't know. It's another one of their sly and dark orchestrations. Some vile intrigue. If it is of some comfort, no matter the true story, you will always be my dear cousin. You have always been the only one to care for me. You are my only friend. That's all that matters to me. Keep this discovery between us. No one needs to know. My aunt adopted you after all. Bring in the others. Let us speak of different concerns. That's enough bad news for one day.
Udało się.
Kurt, what is...
Dismissed, soldiers! Leave us.
Pewnie coś się stało, mówię.
What is going on? I don't
Mówię, że jakieś
appreciate this
rewolta.
attitude, Kurt. Must I remind you that these men all answer to me?
Times change, Your Highness. Or rather, they're about to do so.
Is that a threat? What are you hoping to accomplish? Don't tell...
Silence! We have little time, and none to lose.
Kurt, what are you talking about?
The commander of the Coin Guard is here in New Serene at this very moment. He's preparing a coup d'etat.
No i tak czułem,
In
że
the
tak
three
będzie.
cities of the island, our men are going to eliminate the governors and their entourage.
This is madness. How?
How? You'll go down as easy as plum pie and cherry wine. Standing behind every one of you is one of our men. You have entrusted us with your security. You are completely at our mercy.
Then why did you send your men away? And why are you telling us all of this?
I've known you both for a very long time. Too long. I've come to know you. To respect you. And I've never reneged on a contract. These orders go against all that I am. A cold-hearted mercenary. Definitely. But never a traitor. And so now you are forewarned. You must take action.
Thank you, Kurt. I will not forget this. Constantine, we need to get you to safety as well as
Musimy iść do nautów,
But I
według
want
mnie.
to... What? Take part? You can barely stand up. No. We must take you into the cellar.
If I've completely understood what you've said, Kurt, the governors of our cities are also in danger.
Yes. If you want to keep your allies, Your Highness, you also need to warn them.
Correct. We cannot let them fall into the hands of these traitors.
I will find the means to send them a messenger. Do you know where to find your conspirators?
It would seem I should be one of them. They are counting on me to eliminate both of you. The most urgent matter is to get our hands on the commander and his 3 lieutenants.
Dlatego tak
The
się...
others are doing nothing but following orders. If we cut off the heads, they will fall into rank.
I always knew you were a good man.
Don't make me change my mind. We'd better be off. Now. We'll certainly have to fight some traitors at Torsten's behest on our way to the cellar. Stay on your guard.
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight.
We must also think about the advisors, including your professor. And then we have to rescue Lady Mirange.
We must hurry
Tego
before the
musimy
guard
myśleć, że
can act.
prawdziwą armię strony, bo chyba nie korzystałem tylko z tych najemników, bo to by było głupie według mnie. Coś jakiegoś się stanie. Naprawdę. Wszystko zbyt dobrze, szczególnie po tym, że na spotkaniu broń mordujemy wszystkich. Radę tyle rzeczy, że jeśli pewnie bardzo Luminous, bo tylko oni będą w stanie walczyć. Teraz grenadierzy i armia sojuszu mostów.
Things are about to get dicey.
Bardzo mi smutno z tego powodu, że tak to się potoczyło, ale przynajmniej fabuła jest taka... Fabuła się tak rozkręca. Coś musimy wyrzucić. Nie spodziewałem się sobie aż tak takiego... Czułem, że coś się stanie, ale nie, że aż tak poważnie. Nie w takim momencie. Naprawdę smutna wiadomość. Gdzie jest nasz doradca?
Lord Minister! The Coin Guard wants to take control of the island by assassinating all its governors.
The guard is everywhere. They could succeed.
A to jest ten.
We will do everything in our power to thwart them. Come now. We'll take you somewhere safe.
I'll follow you.
Gdzie jest Lady Demorange? Że tak tu będziesz ciskał tymi naszymi zaklęciami. Mam szans na siebie, że ekuidą się. Dobrze, że Krystal po naszej stronie. Ja się z nim przyjazne relacje, jest najważniejsze. Czyli po to szkoli tych zabójców. Buty. Lady Orange. Do końca sekwencji trzeba zrobić. Kogo szukamy? Gdzie jest Lady Orange? Na górę. Może tam ją znajdziemy. Bez niej nie wyjdziemy. Mam nadzieję, że jest w pałacu. Teraz czy my tu byliśmy? Tak, tu byliśmy, ale... Dzika sytuacja, zamach stanu na wszystkich wyspach przez jedną frakcję, no straszne. Się ukryć. Może tam tak się... A, może... Bo jednak nie korzystamy z tych usług strażników generale. Raczej nie mogli grać z serem, bo tam nasza... Mamy też swoją armię raczej. Znaczy, że nie nam to było głupie. W razie czego tam armię Telemu i tego nas ocalą, byśmy wszystkich sojusznikami. Za pomoc. Więc... Dobrze, że chociaż... Stolica jest bezpieczna. Cokolwiek, co nam się przyda. Ale nie. Brakuje Lady. Morales, trzeba po nią iść. Fajnie było, gdyby Petrus nie przepuścił. Cholery. Gdzie ona jest? Więc oczywiście. Biegniemy. Amerykański pistolet będzie szybszy. Lady Morales trzeba ją znaleźć. Może jest na górze. Powinna. No bo to są też drzwi.
Locked. I don't have the key.
To nie mam klucza. Nie wiedziałem nawet, że są jeszcze takie komnaty. Teraz już wiadomo.
Lord de Cossillon! The coin guard tried to assassinate my cousin and is plotting the same actions against the other governors.
So, they have finally done it. Such proximity to power is a terrible temptation. It was only a question of time before they succumbed.
We should have paid more attention to your lessons. We might have been able to avoid all of this. Follow me. I'm taking you somewhere safe.
I'm coming.
Dobra, czyli wszystkich tradano na dół.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
Bierzmy wszystko, co się przyda. Duże obciążenie, ale dużo zysku. Też coś jest.
Locked.
Łatwe zejście. No bezpiecznie. To prędko.
Your Excellency, it is an honor.
W kuchni będzie bezpiecznie. A i teraz w dół trzeba zejść. Schodami. Nie tu. Do bunkra, do piwnicy. Strażnicy Denera. No nieźle. Tego zawsze lubię mieć własną armię. Ale oni zapłacą, jeżeli zdradzili wszystkie frakcje praktycznie. Jeżeli kontynent się o tym dowie, to zostaną zniszczeni.
We've reached the cellar. It looks like a good place to hide. Constantine, promise me that you will stay here until we secure the city.
Do I even have a choice? Here I am, consigned to my quarters like some broken old maid.
Ojej,
Like someone
narzekasz.
ill, Constantine. Someone sick who is dear to me, and the city wouldn't survive your loss.
You have such a way with words. Very well,
Let's go then.
and cousin?
You will be safe here.
Thank you, my friend. I will never forget what you've done for me.
You are safe here.
You have my eternal gratitude, Excellency.
Tracza ostrze z Madame będą mieli bitwy w mieście, coś tak czuję. Ojej, oj. Jeżeli przebiorę się ze strażnika, to mnie nie napadną. Sprawdzimy. Pasko będę się... Teraz musi ostrzyć karmelinę. Będzie jakaś klepa, czuję to, bo jest ta muzyka. Już przed chatą nie stoją, albo coś takiego. A jednak nie.
Lady Morange, make ready to depart. We cannot remain here.
But what is going on?
The Coin Guard has decided to take control of the Isle. They plan to overthrow the governors. They were set on assassinating Constantine and his entire entourage.
The idiots!
You are in danger. Do you know a safe place?
Don't worry about me. I have friends here. They... Go!
Co? Magiaj. Trzeba ogarnąć.
Things are about to get dicey.
Be careful, my child. You need healing.
Dobry. To mi się przyda. Aj, nie mogę biegać. Musi się udać do mojej kryjówki. Zrobię tak. Tu. Będzie śmiesznie wyglądać, ale trudno. Lepszy pancerz. Pora się ubrać na wojnę. To ładnie wyglądają. Niesiemy to do bazy. Najpierw udamy się do Telemu. Kardynalnie mamy Petrusa, potem Petrusa na Wasko. Właśnie trzeba. Wytrzymałość 2,32. Siła czy siła psychiczna? A właśnie, może pogadam z tym. Petrus. Od razu lepiej. Będzie biegł. No ładnie tak wygląda. Kurde. bardzo. Kurtowi dam tę swoją broń. O wiele lepszy. Które atrybuty weźmiemy? Które atrybuty teraz weźmiemy? Wytrzymałość. Pogadajmy inaczej. Tak będzie lepiej. Teraz to wszystko trzeba dołożyć tutaj. Ale obciążenie... Może to uda. Teraz sobie zobaczcie. Czy... Kurde, może... Nie, nie może. Możemy to przytasek. A jeszcze sprawdźmy. Nieważne. Paskę. Wasko z tasakiem. Czemu nie? Innego w to nie włożę. Nie będę. Zaraz. Pasko. Co możesz tego używać? Tylko ma celność. Oczywiście brak informacji. Myślałem, że to nudne, ale chcę to zrobić teraz. Zaraz, co jest nie tak? Przepraszam. No i teraz co masę? Kamienną igłę. Zero ma siłę 2, czyli zmarnowane. Dobra, idziemy tak. Odkładamy to. To się przyda do przebieranek. I ruszamy. Chociaż nie mówcie mi, że Pedro rozkrywał. Skosić chłopaki. Ja jednak podłożę sobie. To na pewno. Trzeba to wszystko sprzedać potem. Nie to. Dobra, będę trzymał przy sobie na wszelki wypadek, bo coś czuję, że się przyda. Ruszamy. Kupiec jeszcze, tylko gdzie jest kupiec tam? Musimy być gotowi na konfrontację, więc będzie się dużo walki, nasi sojusznicy są tak spełnieni, więc easier, coś się łatwo. Czy jakoś nie? Tam jest.
Welcome! Have you seen it?
W sumie mogę tylko dla nich, dobra, dla siebie coś kupię. Wszystko do dupy, ale... Jak to znajdziemy jest dobre. Dupnie.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Więcej mikstur. Myślałem, że to tak długotrwale. Chcę być gotowy na wszystko.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Ruszamy w takim razie. Mam dużo amunicji. Teraz zapis. I lecimy dalej. Zdrajcy. Jak ten jest dobry? Wow. Suko. Ale kurki będzie robił z tym mieczem. Patrzcie. Teraz sprzedam wszystko tak. Monety jest ciekawe.
Messenger, be ready to leave at once. You must warn the governor of Hikmet that
It's just that
What are you talking about? The order...
It's just that I was...
Who said that?
I don't really know, but they were...
And so you are prepared to betray your prince and country for a few coins? Don't you understand that the reason I am standing before you is because the guard failed to take this city? Do you know the punishment reserved for traitors?
Udało się.
Very well.
Czarny koniec, szybko biega. Dup na ta skrzynka. To jest myślę, są wyekspieni, więc nie możemy z nimi walczyć. Musimy się tamtędy przedrzeć. Inaczej będzie ciężko. Jeżeli będę musiał z nim walczyć, to będę po prostu ich strzał, wtedy ich zniszczę, ale to się zmarnuje dużo amunicji. Musimy się przedostać tędy. Mam nadzieję, że się... tak, uda się. No to rozbudowano charyzmę, bez tego byłoby cienko. Coraz więcej monet. eliksiry do sprzedania i pieniądze i amunicję. Kolejny czarny, no w swoim końcu muszą szybko biegać,
Make preparations to leave.
Taki
I
żart.
have a message to communicate immediately to the governor of San
Się
Mateus.
pośpieszy.
You must tell the Mother Cardinal that the coin guard is her life and those of her entourage.
Very well, Your Excellency. I'll leave.
The commander must be in his upstairs quarters preparing the attack. We should try to reach him discreetly.
We could try to go through the tavern's kitchen.
That's one way to do it. Or we could use the scaffolding to access the upper floor directly. But it's visible from the dormitories. And I know that the young recruits were ordered to stay there.
They will not suspect us if we're wearing guard uniforms. Do you know where the 3 lieutenants you told us about are located?
Ludger is an instructor. He'll be in the right wing of the barracks. As for the other 2, they'll be at the tavern. Olga and Werner are in charge of the guards' secondary activities in the basement.
I see. Our priority should still be to stop Torsten. We'll worry about the others later.
A czyli co musimy zrobić? Dobra, parę sposobów. Najpierw wejdziemy centralnie. Jak się uda?
Good day, Your Excellency.
Próbujemy centralnie. Dobra, nie. Poprzez tawernę. Rusztowanie.
I need a bit of practice.
Sądzę, ile wigoru potrzeba. Zaraz powiedziałem, że tam będę mógł w sensie przejść w ogóle. To też się nie uda. Które rusztowania tam prowadzą. Już tutaj mam użyć niby to. Nie do końca rozumiem. Da się tu chodzi, jak tam skoczyć wyżej. Dobra, przez tawernę. Chyba, że ten... Tędy. Gdzie musimy się dostać?
But what are you doing here? Civilians are not allowed to enter the compound. Lay down your arms and surrender.
That's not happening.
Maybe unlikely protest.
Zaraz. Gdzież mam strój? Pójdziemy tawerną. Nie chcę mi się zabijać rekrutów. Nie chcę mi się ich wszystkich zabijać. To może się źle skończyć. I teraz nie masz bryganty mieć. Ryzykujemy ten.
I'm sorry, Your Excellency. I know you've paid your entry fee, but my orders are not to...
What if I paid you a sup?
Very well, you can come in. I hope...
Dobra, może się daje sprzedawać, więc dobrze. Łatwo, łatwo.
I regret, my lord, we are closed this evening.
I'm not here to tempt my luck.
That's right, what do you want from me?
From you? Nothing. We are...
That be?
You know very well. For high treason.
Oh, and you think that my men are just...
Kurt?
The real question is why would they stand up for an egotistical vermin like yourself, who for his personal advancement would condemn the rest of us to an eternity on this isle, cut off from the world, without supplies, and surrounded by furious islanders? What a great idea. Come on now, give yourself up, imbecile. Only you and your companions are crazy enough to believe such a plan had legs.
Sorry, Lieutenant, but Kurt is making sense.
To my help! And death to the others!
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle!
To jest aresztowanie.
Soldiers! Ready weapons! We are under attack!
We have been sent by the governor Your lieutenant is accused of high treason for having participated in an attempted coup d'etat. As you can see for yourselves, the attempt failed. Are you also ready to be accused of treason because of your loyalty to your lieutenant?
I doubt it. I'm sure they're gonna make the wise decision. Isn't that right, Dieter?
You give your word that we'll suffer no repercussions if we lay down arms?
You have my word.
Very well. We are dropping our weapons, soldiers. That dog's hide doesn't deserve our sacrifice.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle!
Teraz będziemy mogli wejść. Chyba. Pora zapisać. Mamy teraz strój tego. Teraz mam strój denarów dopiero. Nie ukrywam, ciekawa misja z tym, żeby powstrzymać ten zamach stanu. Bardzo ciekawe. Zaraz, przecież być może tam pod ziemią dostać chyba. Pod ziemią. To nie jest. Tamtędy przecież jest przejście. Nie muszę wcale chodzić drogą. Tu są drzwi. No i jesteśmy. Musimy aresztować piętro wyżej. Sky. Nigdy żołnierzy nie było. Nie pana złapiemy.
What are you doing here? Who let you in? I demand an explanation.
It seems that your men are a little distracted this evening, Lieutenant. It is understandable, with all that's been going on. You are under arrest, as well as your commander.
But what is this? I recognize you. You're the governor's emissary. And Kurt, you had your orders.
Sorry, but forced to betray someone, I decided it would be the less likable of the lot.
Traitor. Soldiers, ready weapons. May the Enlightened protect me in this battle.
To my help.
A i to zacznie rację, bo co? To nas zdradzi. Najpierw pójdziemy do biura strażniku, dowódcy. Może wtedy ich nie zdradzimy? Będzie łatwiej. Chcę zachować relacje jakoś, a jak nie, to trudno. Dobrze, że Kary są w naszej stronie dobrze z jego przyjaciółmi. Tego to podniemy najpierw. Czyli są teoretycznie nas nie poznają.
We've arrived too late.
Do you know where Torsten could have gone?
No. But we'll certainly find some information about it in these papers. Torsten suspected that I would denounce him, and he was prepared to leave this place. We must catch up to him. He cannot get away with this.
Let's go.
Takie jest zadanie teraz. Dobra, dopadnie mi tak tego ścierwojada. Mogę stracić relację, trudno. Mogę go dopaść.
What are you doing here?
It seems it isn't your...
Maybe enlightened protect me in this
Trudna reputacja to niewiele. Kurczę, nie chodź na wyspę, nie będzie spokój. Armia zostanie nasza. Ten serem musimy informację o tym nowe wsparcie na wiele armii. Amunicji. Chociaż mam pomysł. Kurtowi to zostaje, bo tak ładnie wygląda. Bierzemy póki co to, żeby nas nie atakowali. Na to. Ciekawe oprócz to jest.
Apparently, he suspected I would refuse to follow his orders.
He must have been told about our attack on the ghost camp and drew his own conclusions. He knew you better than you thought he did.
Ciekawe, czy będzie bitwa, czy nie? Będzie, że no to jego... Czekajcie. Pójdę jeszcze tam, bo chcę odłożyć Petrusa i wziąć Vasco. Bo myślę, że Vasco, tylko już jest nautem, może pomoże nam w sprawie tego statku jakoś coś wskóra więcej. Petrus jest dobry i w ogóle, ale tam moraż sobie chodzi o tak, XD. To nieźle. Teraz już wiem, czemu to ubranie było niebieskie, czyli to, które ma niebieskie, jest już przeznaczone dla kongregacji, jeżeli mają takie jak kurt, a jeżeli mają takie szare, takie jak ja na przykład, takie bez koloru, to znaczy to jest właśnie tych strażników i wtedy możemy się wtopić tu. Aha, nie mogę zmienić. Dobra, trudno. Mam nadzieję, że na autowie nie wywiną numeru. się dogadamy normalnie. Wszystko sprawdzamy. No tu może być coś ulepszyć. 2. Się przyda. Nie pozwolimy, żeby New Siren upadło. Zobaczcie, wzmocnimy tutaj nasze wpływy jeszcze bardziej do tej akcji. Może kurczę sobie nam dowódców. Ponieważ ci dowódcy z kontynentu nie do końca to wiedzieli, chociaż to oni przysłali broń, więc... Ale to było głupie i tak. Zbyt głupie, żeby oni to by...
It's too late. The coward has escaped.
Czemu? Jakim synu uciekł? A może trzeba zamiast aresztować porucznika, trzeba być za nim? Nie wiem. Musimy wtedy wczytać. Wtedy wszystko jeszcze raz. Zaraz oceniamy sytuację, jak się dogadamy z tym. Sądzę, że jeżeli byśmy zamiast aresztować porucznika pobiegli od razu, żeby to... Chociaż nie wiem.
Do I have the time to return and see those dear to me?
Constantine, how are you feeling?
Death is on my doorstep, and all hope has flown through the window. Come closer. What ill tidings do you bring?
Yes. I thought you'd like to know that the Coin Guard's attempt to take control of the island has failed.
This is excellent news. The kind I've not had in a great while. Thank you, Kurt. Were it not for your loyalty, we were lost. As for you, my dear cousin, you know what I owe you. Not only have you looked out for me, like always, but you have protected my advisors.
Yes. And if your highness would permit, I would like to relay our most sincere gratitude from all of Thélème. Thanks to your message, the Mother Cardinal was able to thwart the commander's plans. By the grace of the Illuminated, the city is saved, and the traitors punished as they should be.
Alas, the instigator of all this tragedy slipped through my fingers.
I was informed that the commander was able to leave the island. I wish him luck in finding a port that will welcome him, and you were able to catch his lieutenants. The squires will pay for the crimes of their masters, as happens too often. Enough talk of ruffians. They failed, and for that, I again thank Kurt.
If your highness is looking for a means to translate his gratitude, gold is a present that is always appreciated.
I imagine that you shall name a new commander.
Yes. I will discuss the matter with loyalist officers, but I think I know who will be elected.
I hope it is someone whom we can trust. We do.
We are well aware that the Guard's reputation has been... We will not make the same mistake twice.
You have my complete trust, Kurt. Before you leave, I must ask you something.
All right. I'm listening.
I'm always suffering, cousin. I'm in such...
I'm sorry. I fully intend to continue my...
Don't blame yourself. Yet, I'm afraid that before this...
I know of a healer with powers that are... It is rumored he can alleviate even. His village is west of the city.
One of our holy men lives in San Mateus. His healing power, alas, it is a miracle we...
I'm nothing more than a sailor. I don't have much to offer when it comes... As it would seem Teleme are prey for the Malachor, just like the Bridge Alliance. Perhaps it would be best to ask for aid from those not suffering from the plague.
The sailor's right. The holy men and the sages had their chance on the continent.
Thank you, as always, for your advice.
I'll follow the leads and find a... Hold on. I'll be...
Mam pomysł. Wczytam i coś sprawdzę. Zapiszę i sobie wczytam, bo chcę zobaczyć, jakbym rozegrał to inaczej. Czy go złapię, jeżeli pobiegnę za nim od razu, zanim porucznicy. Chyba, że trzeba się dostać po prostu, minąć poruczników i dostać od razu tam, ale myślę, że to jest niemożliwe. Bez otwartego konfliktu. Ja chcę darować tego śmiecia. Szczerze.
Too late.
Do you know where Torsten could have gone?
No. But we'll certainly find some information about it in these papers. Torsten suspected that I would denounce him, and he was prepared to leave this place. We must catch up to him. He cannot get away with this.
Let's go.
Torsten is a snake, but he's clever. Apparently, he suspected I would refuse to follow his orders.
He must have been told about our attack on the ghost camp and drew his own conclusions. He knew you better than you thought he did.
The guard, we're moving out. Break camp. We are no longer welcome here. And so, these snake oil merchants defy us by sending their watchdog.
Nie spotkałem go wcześniej chyba.
Let's show them what guards are made of.
Boss, tak. Jest jakąś dobrą. Cisnę go. Co się prosi, czy ktoś tam. Zostawiam wszystkich.
Come here, you pathetic dog!
The game is over for you, Commander.
A, dzięki temu, że nie aresztowaliśmy wszystkich, reputacja nie ucierpiała. Nieźle. To podliśmy śmiecie. Teraz pytanie jest takie, czy jeżeli byśmy najpierw... Nie. Trudno. To lub to. Widocznie. Ale to sprawdzę. Jezus Maria, ale on wygląda. Teraz gorzej. Czemu nagle tak się... Gorzej teraz wygląda, może wtedy zieloną animację zrobili. Może nie było widać tego.
How are you feeling?
Death is on my doorstep, and all hope has flown through the window. Come closer. What ill tidings do you bring?
Ślepy jest, czy co?
Yes.
Możliwe.
I thought you'd like to know that the Coin Guard's attempt to take control of the island has failed.
This is excellent news. The kind I've not had in a great while. Thank you, Kurt. Were it not for your loyalty,
Jestem ciekaw, czy jeżeli
not only have you
wczytam
looked
jeszcze
out
raz
for me
i
like always,
sprawdzę,
but you have
czy będę mógł
protected my
wejść
advisors.
najpierw do porucznika, a potem do tego.
And if your highness would permit, I'd private.
Barely.
I care little for the... Do you happen to know the punishment we... Enough talk of ruffians.
If your highness is looking for a meet...
I imagine that...
Yes. I will discuss the matter.
I hope it is someone who...
We are well aware that the guard's reputation has... We will not make the same mistake twice. Sieglin...
You have my complete trust. Before you leave, I must...
All right.
I'm all done.
Oh, it is his...
One of that.
I'm as the of whole...
Ważne, że Thorsten nie uciekł. Teraz zobaczymy, czy uda się to samo zrobić, że najpierw wejdziemy do porucznika, a potem do tego. Jestem bardzo ciekawy. Czy tak się da zrobić, żeby wszystko poszło lepiej? Konny środek będę musiał zrobić przerwę niedługo. Bo na dziś skończyć, nie wiem, zobaczymy. Jeden zapis. Jeżeli najpierw napadniemy typa, najpierw porucznika, potem sprawdzimy ten i potem zaatakujemy. Szybko wyjdziemy, zanim dojedziemy do biura w tym sensie.
What is it?
You...
I'm
To my help! And death to the others!
You are like you protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
podróżnik niż dowódca.
We've arrived too late.
Do you know where Torsten could have gone?
No. But we'll certainly find some information about it in these papers. Torsten suspected that I would denounce him, and he was prepared to leave this place. We must catch up to him. He cannot get away with this.
Let's go.
Torsten is a snake, but he's clever. Apparently, he suspected I would refuse to follow his orders.
It's blocked.
Udało się. Udało się wszystko.
The guard, we're moving out. Break camp. We are no longer welcome here. And so, these snake oil merchants defy us by sending their watchdog. Let's show them what guards are made of!
To jest powerful.
Come here, you pathetic dog!
Patrzcie, tutaj kacyka błędem.
The game is over for you, Commander.
Najlepszy save, czy nie udało się złapać podróżników. I co on tu siedzi? Jest tu Torsten. Najlepsze zakończenie z rady. Wszyscy złapani. Zaczął po prostu najpierw wszystko zrobić przedtem i potem tak to pięknie, pięknie lubię tą grę. Uwielbiam ją, po prostu jest doskonała. To teraz takie poczucie tego, że się udało wszystko. Zwycięstwo. No i teraz po prostu poprawnie jest pokazane, że jest cały czarny przez tą chorobę krwi.
Do I have the time to return and see those dear to me?
Constantine, how are you feeling?
Death is on my doorstep.
Ciekawe, jak
And
będzie
all
persystuje,
hope
że
has
wszystkie
flown
chłopaki.
through the window. Come closer. What ill tidings do you bring?
Yes. I thought you'd like to know that the Coin Guard's attempt to take control of the island has failed.
This is excellent news. The kind I've not had in a great while. Thank you, Kurt. Were it not for your loyalty, not only have you looked out for me like...
Yes. And if your highness would permit, I would like to... Thanks to your message, the mother... By the grace of the illuminated, this...
I was told that you were able to catch the commander and his underlings before they were able to flee.
Barely, but yes. They're going to have to pay for their crimes.
I cannot remember if the traitors are hung before being quartered, or if it is the contrary. Enough talk of ruffians. They failed. And for that...
If your highness is looking for a means to translate his gratitude...
I imagine that you shall...
Yes. I will discuss the matter with loyalist officers, but I think I know who will be elected.
I hope it is some...
We are well aware we will not make the same mistake.
You have my complete... Before you leave.
All right.
I'm always suffering, cousin. I'm in such terrible pain.
I'm sorry.
Don't blame yourself. Yet...
I know of a healer. It is rumored he can alleviate. His village is west of the city.
One of our holy men lives in San Mateus. His healing, alas, it is a miracle we are in need of, my son.
I'm nothing. As it would seem to lay may a prayer. Perhaps it would be best to ask for aid.
The sailor's right. The holy men and the sages had their chance on the continent.
Thank you, as always.
I'll follow the leads and find a... Hold on.
Najlepszy save. Udało się. Zadowolę sobie zjeść. Zobaczmy, które nam da jakiś boost. To mi się podoba. Męczka z tego. Ten miecz przechodzi przez Petrusa. Może pistolet.
Greenblood, my friend. Glad to see you. I'd like to talk to you about something.
I'm listening.
Remember that note we found in Rolf's office?
Of course. The one that said the recruits had been sent to different governors?
Yes. It was signed with a name I'm familiar with. Herman. Somebody I'd hoped never to cross paths with again. He was the one who founded the camp we closed. And believe me, he has done an incredible amount of damage to the guard. But you look quite busy. Come back and see me when you're ready. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Sądzę, że musimy ten... Coś miałem kupić, ja nie pamiętam co. Vasquez ulepszony. A, czekaj, czy jak pelerynę damy. Nie, oni nie mogą tego nosić. Kupię sobie jeszcze jakiś inny ubiór z serem, może jakiś lepszy będzie. To jest ładny, taki wyjściowy. Trudno. Lecimy tak ubrani. A na tej misji musimy przejść za Telenczyka. To musimy się do niej komnat dostać, ale przedtem z nią porozmawiam o tym, co się stało. Tak będzie lepiej.
Your Eminence, I salute you.
Sir de Sardet, what can I do?
What will become of the members of the Ordo Luminis?
Domitius will be sent back to the mainland and will be judged alongside some of his most vindictive colleagues. The Ordo Luminis as a whole cannot be held responsible. We need the Inquisitors, so some of them will...
You seem to know Father Petrus well.
Do I frighten you so much that you do not dare question?
Come on, Petrus. Our young legate probably wants an outside opinion on the... In response to your questions, Your Excellency, he spent many years in different countries. He is a shrewd diplomat and a devious politician.
Who are the missionaries?
It is an order that aims to convert people. Most of them leave the comfort of Thélème to visit other countries, to spread this once relatively minor order has become quite significant in recent years, and has established itself in politics.
I must leave.
Musimy iść tam.
May the enlightened bless you.
Czekaj, że nas wpuszczą. I sam Mafeus. Dobra, gdzie teraz? Taki biały jest. Po cichutku. Może gdzieś tu będzie klucz. A może jednak... Ciekawy wystrój bardzo. Może jednak nie. Ciekawe pomieszczenie. Nie, wszystko jest czyste. Wystrój tak jak w zamku w Poznaniu cesarskim, ciekawe, te ściany. Fajny gust.
This area of the palace is forbidden to visitors.
We did not know. Please.
The basements are for servants.
Very well. We'll go back up.
To... Jak ja mam ich przebrać za służących? Musi zbrać innym wejściem. Bo ich nie mogę zdeprzeć, nie ma tyle strojów. Dziękuję. Ale zdrowie, tak. Dalej. O! Ten sam aplauz. Nie ma klamki, świetnie. Jak mamy się tam dostać? Ja muszę sobie więcej strojów telemskich. Typa nie ma.
This area of the palace.
We did not know.
The basements.
Very well. We'll go back up.
Ja pierdzielę. Kamizelka, dobra. To leci. Ten bestia znów spalona leży. Już świeże drewno ułożone. To wydamy money.
Lucas, don't hesitate to have a rummage around. Goodbye. Don't hesitate to have a rummage. Goodbye. May the enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
To śmiesznie wyglądać. Śmieszne. Śmiesznie teraz wyglądało, ale trudno. Tak trzeba widocznie. Peleryny zostaje na przykład. Menele z nosa, ale trudno. Wygodna kamizelka, jak to mówią. Kurt i Petrus też jako służący. No śmiesznie, śmiesznie. Nie da się ukryć.
This is a very unique place.
Oi, oi.
The smell of stupor and vice reign as its masters.
You're not wrong. We should search this place. Locked.
Myślę, że kardynalnie sobie tutaj robi rozpustę.
This document is highly important. By reading it carefully, you could learn a lot. The Mother Cardinal apparently borrows large amounts of money from a moneylender.
What's more, she does so quite regularly.
And the name Candy Cane.
This sweet person must be doing her huge favors to get... Let's rummage around some more.
No ciekawie, ciekawie. Niezła zabawa, pani gubernator kardynaliny.
For goodness sake! This room reeks of alcohol.
And not just any old alcohol, if my nose does not deceive me. Cornelia always had great taste when it came to drinking.
It seems that someone forgot their earring.
Ugh, here is an object of more than questionable taste. A woman from a good family would never wear it. It's junk. The kind of thing a courtesan would wear.
I didn't know you were an expert on the subject, Father.
The subject of jewelry?
No, of courtesans.
We are here at the heart of human depravity. Outrageous luxury, excessively priced alcohol, obvious debauchery.
Surely this is enough to incriminate the Mother Cardinal.
No, my child. These things are common in certain circles, even in Tuleme, unfortunately. Cornelia may well have organized these things for others. These parties might be of use in gaining some political favor. We must find out who is involved and learn more.
The earring that we found may help us with that. We could ask at the brothel if it belongs to a prostitute.
We should also follow the trail left by this document, my child. The moneylender may give us information about the famous Candy Cane.
We should also question the manager of the tavern while passing through. He will surely have some information to give us. Or to sell us.
Ale fajnie wygląda jak z telemu. Petrus, widoku. Chyba może pancerz Petrusa. Tak. A mam obciążenie, czas przejąć te kamizelki. Albo coś.
Don't hesitate. Goodbye. May the enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Lecimy w takim razie się dowiedzieć. Ciekawa lista, przynajmniej poznajemy sam Mateusz od środka. Chciałbym od niższych sfer. Dobra, najpierw z tym pogadam.
Can I get you anything?
I'm here for something else. Can I ask you...
If you wish.
What can you tell me about a certain candy cane?
Candy cane? Everyone speaks about him, or has heard of him.
And what do they say about him?
Here, nothing.
To the games room and the brothel?
Yes, that's more the kind of place.
You sometimes deliver goods?
Of course. The rich don't like to get...
And have you ever supplied anyone from...
Yes, that has happened.
And who places these orders?
Well, a steward, of course. Don't you know?
A woman? Dressed in a...
No, the steward is more discreet. On the other, the steward speaks to her sometimes. They know...
Do you think that the Mother Cardinal may... I have to go.
Nic nie wiem.
Look.
I have to go. Good day.
Bookmacher.
Welcome. You here to wait?
I imagine that the name
Obviously. He's a sort of organizer.
How is that a problem?
Apparently, he's fixed a few fights. These kind of rumors aren't good for my business.
If that's the case, why don't you stop?
He has friends, protectors, and the only ones who wanted to speak of his cartel.
Do you know where I can find him?
He often hangs out around the port at night, but I strongly advise...
I know how to look after him. Has the Mother Cardinal ever come here to play?
The Mother Cardinal?
On what would we be betting?
On the fights in the arena. Quite a few.
And do they win?
A few do. Others have less luck.
I must be...
Next.
Dobrze, wszystko jest w jednym miejscu.
A feast for the eyes, ladies and... So,
Czarny znowu.
have you found what you were looking...
Let's just say that I'm gathering information.
My treasures are worth their price. For you, I'm sure...
Maybe later.
You won't be disappointed.
A, musimy zapłacić, no tak.
So,
let's just say that
my treasure... For...
Here you are.
Thank you, my lord.
Thank you.
Look, a new face. Oh, but wouldn't that be... Hello, Father.
Oh, hello.
We would like to know if you know who this is.
Absolutely not. And I have no desire to answer your questions.
Very well. Good.
There are too many of you for...
Sorry, madam, but we're here. This question might seem a little surprising.
Why? It's mine.
Are you sure you want to broach that?
You're right. Well, what do you want? Why?
You know where we found it, don't you?
Obviously. I realized as soon as
I imagine your pimp does not know that you take part in these parties.
No. Do not say anything to him.
Then I suggest you answer my question.
What?
Could you tell us who you saw at the parties?
Rich people, or better. They seemed very rich.
Do you know who organized?
Not really, no. A steward pays me when I go, but I don't see anyone...
You can't even give me a single name?
No. The only person who sometimes... She never takes part in the festivities, but the...
Do you think that an important person from Teleme could have...
You're thinking of Mother Cardinal, aren't you?
You're hardly a shining example of virtue, my child. Just answer.
Sorry, Father, I don't know the Mother Cardinal, but I...
You don't think you could recognize her, and you don't think you've crossed paths. Admit it, you must know more than you're letting on. It's virtually impossible not to recognize someone while being so close to these influential people, wouldn't you agree?
Well, I was able to recognize someone, once. Even with...
Please continue. I'm all ears.
I don't want to implicate anyone, but he... And you've probably never even heard of him.
I know very well who you're referring to, my dear.
But I didn't mention anything to you, huh?
I don't even remember the... This woman in the green coat.
She always hides her face, and never then she disappears into a little office.
I see. Do you know someone who goes...
Everyone does. He is a...
Have you ever spotted him at these...
In all honesty, I wouldn't even be able to recognize...
Thank you for your help.
Be sure not to mention this to anyone. I'd lose...
No i wszystko wiadomo. Ciekawa ta rozbudowana misja, historia. Gdzie teraz? Pytaliśmy oberżystę. Czekajcie, może się ubierzemy inaczej, bo on jest bardziej... On jest z tych denarów, więc... Że wtedy coś się dowiemy. Jak nie, to pójdziemy do Bukmachera. A nie, myślę, że już go pytaliśmy. Gdzie jest lichwiarz? Tam. Dziwne, bo przepytaliśmy ich, ale nam ich nie oznaczyło, bardzo dziwnie. Naokoło trzeba.
Can I help you?
Yes, actually. I have a small favor to ask.
You don't look like you need money from me.
I'll get straight to the point. I have bad news for you. I know about the decadent parties at the palace. I know that...
What?
Stop acting all innocent. Although your reputation isn't spotless, there are others who have a lot... What if I were to spread it around town that you boast about being there?
That's enough. All right, all right.
Tell me about Candy Cane.
We're not close, if that's what you want to know. I mean, there are some rumours. They say he does his business...
What kind of business?
Oh, nothing to do with my line of business. He deals in...
It would appear that you know the Mother Cardinal very well. I know that she borrowed money from you. I even know how much.
I have no idea.
Does she still owe you money? Do you think she's plundering the city funds?
If that were the case, the funds would have been depleted long ago. Nah, the money's coming from elsewhere.
I would advise you to keep all of this to yourself.
I don't want any trouble.
Pogadam jeszcze raz z typami. Bo ziomeczki coś nie chcą gadać do końca. A my potrzebujemy czystych informacji. Pełnych. Może nie wszyscy kręcą coś i są powiązani, ale jeżeli chociaż nam się uda to wszystko, to Petrus nas polubi bardziej. Będzie mi lepsze relacje i to dobrze. On daje busy do charyzmy, więc w ogóle nikt już się nam nie oprze. Jeśli by była taka sytuacja. Mam nadzieję, że jeżeli jeszcze raz z nim pogadamy, to powiedzą coś więcej. Niektórzy nam to odznaczy.
Can I get you it? Look who it is. I feel that once again you're not...
I'm looking for a woman who comes here.
Yes, I have seen this coat before. All I know is that I've seen her speaking to a regular, a steward of the palace who comes to place big orders.
I have to go.
To się zaliczyło. Czy jeszcze raz pogadamy z mordeczką? Bukmacher, jednak nie wszystko zapytaliśmy. Czarny Bukmacher.
Good day.
Welcome. You here to wait?
I'm looking for someone. A woman.
Yeah, I know who you mean. She comes in, especially for the big fights, and she has pride.
Do you know where I can find her?
No, I don't even...
She wouldn't happen to be coming back to collect some...
No, and I can't...
I must be going.
Next.
So, how do you see things, my child?
I think that the usurer is lending money to the Cardinal, and very significant sums at that. With this money, she bets on the arena fights while hiding in a big green coat. And she also gives large amounts to a certain Candy Cane, known for fixing fights.
Not only does our dear Cornelia love betting games, But she also wouldn't think twice about cheating to win.
Maybe he's just giving her advice. How can we prove anything?
We can always try asking him. Who knows? Perhaps he will give us an answer.
To weźmy po cukiereczkę. Jak tam dojść? A tędy, dobra. Może coś się dowiemy wreszcie. Jest. I fajna muzyka, co się będzie działo.
Good evening. Are you the one they call Candy Cane?
Who are you?
Desade, legate of the merchant congregation.
A legate, no less. I imagine in these cases, the one accompanying you is the famous Petrus.
You seem to be very well informed. Therefore, you might be able to answer my question. What do you know about a woman in a green coat?
Why would I tell you?
We know that you have business with this woman, and that she is actually the Mother Cardinal.
How did you... You would be better off forgetting that.
That's not exactly the response I'd imagined. But nevertheless, seems rather eloquent.
I told you to forget about it, or you'll soon run into trouble. Legate or no legate.
Come on, it was just an innocent little conversation. Goodbye, Mr. Kane.
Bye. And Godspeed.
We have enough information.
Really? Is the fact that she bets on fights that are potentially fixed enough for you?
It's already a huge scandal. Let me just think about it for a little while. I will find a way of putting this information to good use.
I have faith in you, Father.
Udało się. Misja udana. Udało się. Zapisz. I z Petrusem są. No to mamy relacje serdeczne z Petrusem. Teraz zobaczymy, co z tym healerem. W ogóle Petrus dobrze znam, tutaj widzę. Dobrze, takiego sojusznika, przyjaciela. No, niedługo przyjaciela. Po naszej stronie. Dobra, pogadam z healerem. Co u niego?
Excuse me, are you Cecilius, the famous healer?
I am a healer only through the grace of the illuminated.
I znowu ten sam głos postawiony, ale trudno
What can I
przyzwyczaić się.
do for you, my child?
My cousin,
ten sam
the
głos.
governor of New Serene, is in dreadful pain.
Well, that's terribly sad. Was he wounded in combat? Was it during the Coin Guards' rebellion?
Alas, no. He is afflicted with the Malachor, and his days are numbered. We're looking for a cure, but...
Now that's a true miracle that you require. And I fear that they're extremely rare in these pagan lands.
Cecilius, my... If there's anyone on this island capable of helping the governor, it is you. Have you not been blessed by the Illuminated? Is it not your obligation to aid our allies? Without them, who knows what would have happened to our holy city during the plot?
Petrus, you always knew how to weave words to get what you want. Very good. I'll go to New Serene and try to ease the governor's pain. But do not feed on vain hopes. There are trials that we must accept to undertake with humility.
Thousand thanks, Cecilius.
May the Illuminated go with you, my child. I will pray that you...
I have not lost hope.
Cecilius is an extraordinary healer. I'm certain he'll be able to at least alleviate Constantine's pain.
If I were in your position, I wouldn't put too much trust in magic, Greenblood. It's often disappointing.
All I'm hoping for is that he will manage to give my cousin some time and some respite while we look for an antidote.
Teraz drugiego trzeba lecieć. Eliksir jak sprzedamy będzie kasy dużo. Szkoda, że tak zawyżone ceny są wszędzie, ale trudno. Przyzwyczaj się. Żyć. Często musimy płacić więcej i sprzedawać taniej, ale trudno. Takie, że o, jeszcze więcej amunicji, świetnie. Amunicja się przydaje bardzo. Zauważyliście już.
Karantz, do you need something?
I've never heard you talk about your father. Who was he?
He was the Donegad of our clan. He died many cycles ago, but this memory is still painful. So we usually avoid the subject.
What happened to him?
He was killed as he tried to escape the lions who wanted to capture him. My mother never really recovered from it. This, anything else?
The first time you saw me, did you really think I was a native?
Aside from the way you dress, you resemble a native. I have never seen an Onol Manawi amongst the Renaigse before. Is it so surprising that I made this mistake?
No, I understand. And I hope that this singular appearance makes me more attractive to you.
Perhaps if your difference wasn't merely physical, but your heart is evidently the heart of a Renaigse. Anything else?
I must leave you. See you.
Mam nadzieję, że dostaniemy się tam szybko. Niby są to kuriercze misje często, ale i tak są fajne. Szczególnie jeżeli trzeba użyć sprytu, bądź różnych sposobów na różne rzeczy. Jak z tym buntem strażników. Tą ekspedycję będziemy musieli długo znaleźć, to jest ważne. jest jego wioska. To jest obóz do rozbicia, trzeba to zrobić. Ruszamy. Są ją blisko, bardzo fajnie. Tylko nie.
Quesi! Get out! Who do you think you are to defoil our ritual? One of those mind shakers, no doubt.
Aiden, it is your duty to assure we are not interrupted.
1,000 pardons, Tien. It is indeed one of those mind shakers.
A mind shaker? Look at him more closely, Aiden. He is an Almanawi. Present yourself and tell me why you interrupt our ceremony.
My name is Desarde. I have come looking for you to ask for your help.
I greet you, Donegad. We are so sorry to have interrupted your ritual. But my friend truly needs your advice.
Don't excuse yourself. Are you the daughter of Bladned? Are you not a Donegad as well?
It is true. But my powers of healing are far less powerful than your own.
Then, how can I help you?
My cousin suffers from a terrible sickness. The Malachor.
I do not know this sickness. But perhaps we call it by a different name.
It turns the blood black and provokes terrible suffering. And alas, it is fatal in all cases.
We've never seen the ailing touched by such a sickness. And I doubt I am able to heal your cousin.
We are looking for a remedy, but urgently need to relieve his pain. Could you slow the progression of the sickness? Keep him from suffering?
In that, I can help you. I know how to make one forget the pain, even the most severely wounded.
But Tiern, with all that is happening now, you cannot leave to visit this ill person.
It is true. My village needs me now. I cannot leave. I must attend them.
What is going on? Perhaps we can help you.
Truly? You?
Do they have a choice, Aiden? They do really seem to have need of me, don't they?
Well then, tell us what we need to do.
The situation has become unbearable. And it all started when they wanted to convert everyone. And of course, the village folk would not be persuaded.
And it was also at that time the Tenlands started to attack.
There are many wounded. And recently, many have...
I can try and talk sense into the missionaries. As for the attacks of the creatures, I will see what I can do.
Our master hunter. Or...
Very well. I'll take care of it. Make preparations to accompany.
Do not worry. If you see to the concern...
Let's go and see this master hunter. He may be able to explain all there is to learn about these attacks.
Łowca, potem misjonarze z Petrusa.
Good day. Are you the master hunter?
Beurtir tu madre, Naxe. I am indeed one and the same.
The Donegad, Katasach, spoke to me about the animal attacks. Can you tell me more?
The Tenlands have been angered. The beasts have always lived here. Of late, they attack on sight. It may be that the Tenlands killed them, but...
What can you tell me about the Ten?
They are normally very peaceful creatures. During the attacks, I noticed that they were...
What do you mean?
That the other beasts don't come from here, but from other...
Were there many victims?
Many wounded. Thanks, but the attacks happen more. I tried to chase them away, to destroy, and now our children disappear.
Can you tell me who the children are?
A young fisherman and a gatherer. You will find...
I will go and see them. I believe I can help you in your fight against the
You must destroy their nests. There are most likely 3 around here. I would have taken care of it, but my village can't. I did not find the 2 others. So many. You must burn them and kill them. We see them especially at dawn. The night belongs to the Tenlands. That is when they are.
I thank you for your advice. Isn't it odd that these creatures who are normally passive...
Yes.
What do you know? Speak.
I do not speak of things that are say, like you. Do not...
What do you know about the missionaries?
The mind shakers. They speak of light, of all that they want is for us to... They want to make us Renaigse. Their words do not touch those old enough to understand. They follow them to their Eden village.
Have you tried to fight them?
No. But so I think if not for the attacks, no one would have turned to them. But hope fled our village. And the...
It sounds as if the attacks began at... Is there anything that we might be able to do?
Besides destroying their nest. Do you know the art of crafting weapons?
I can try to repeat.
Here, in this...
Look, I really...
I regret I cannot speak words about something.
I must be... Katasach advised us to speak with the families of those missing. Perhaps they might know where the tenants have built
Zapiszemy
their
w tym miejscu, bo i tak dużo zrobiliśmy dzisiaj bardzo. Bym chciał już przespać, więc dziękuję za obecność tym, którzy obejrzą to następnego dnia lub w ogóle. No, mam nadzieję, że było fajnie. Jeżeli mnie jest coś, to mnie poinformujcie lub coś. Dobra. Dobranoc. Cześć. Z Bogiem.